Hey guys, it's March 6th, day 6 of my intermittent fasting adventure. I just want to talk about what I had for dinner last night. I had McDonald's. So bad. I had fries. I had 10 fries and I wasn't counting on purpose. It's just that I found the fries to be really salty, so I stopped eating after 10 or around there. And I also had a Junior McChicken because that's what I usually have with the Big Mac. So yeah, funny enough, normally when I'm on a diet, like I would eat those things, but then I'd feel really guilty. But last night, and I'm not just saying that but last night I wasn't enjoying what I was eating. I didn't feel guilty, but I just wasn't into it. So that's good. And then I also wanted to talk about starvation mode very briefly, only because like I feel like the people whom I talk to about these things are, you know, concerned that I'm starving myself and I will go into starvation mode because I'm not eating. So I don't really know how to respond to it because like their concerns are, I feel, valid, but I wanted to be able to respond like properly and stuff without being defensive and, you know. So I looked up starvation mode, and from what I've read, and I've only read like a couple of websites, right? So, you know, take this as you want. So apparently, like, our bodies don't go into starvation mode like as soon as we stop eating, or like it'll just take forever. It'll take like a really long time for us to get to be starved. Also because we have access to food, we can eat anytime we want. So it's not like I'm gonna stop eating altogether. But because I still eat, like I do eat once a day, not once a month, once a day I eat. And so I'm still getting like nutrition and stuff like that. Also, I think briefly from what I've read is that like before our body shuts down from not eating, like from starvation mode, it goes through a lot of things first. Like, so I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I definitely don't remember like the whole thing with the insulin, but from what I read is that like our pancreas stores, or pancreas, that's where insulin comes from. So every time we eat, we ingest carbs, and then from the carbs the insulin would take or turn into sugar and then decide whether the sugar should be used for energy or if it should be stored in your liver for later on. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. And then after that, like much later, that's when your muscles start to go because it will break down. Oh yeah, before the muscles, like your fats will be burnt first. So your fats will be broken down. And that process is called lipolysis. So I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but yeah. So, okay, you eat, you ingest carbs, and then those carbs turn into sugar, and then insulin from your pancreas will decide whether to use the sugar for energy or store it in your liver. And then your fat breaks down, lipolysis. And then like way down the road is when your muscles, I guess that's where your concern is. That's when your muscles break down, but that's like way later. There's also this thing, Minnesota Studies, I think it's called, but I can talk about that some more later because I just briefly read it and I want to read more about it before I talk about it. So yeah, so that's starvation mode, but who knows, right? I mean, for me, it just makes sense that I'm doing this. Again, I'm not sure if I've lost weight yet, but I guess I'll find out in 2 weeks. Sorry, it's almost 4 minutes, and it looks like this is a lot longer than I anticipated it to be. Also, a happy birthday, Toronto. And thanks for listening, you guys. Oh, before I forget, I also want to say that like sleep is super important. For me anyway, because I do get tired like really easily if I don't get like 7 hours of sleep. So when possible, get your sleep. And yeah, all right, thanks you guys, bye.